Okay, mate. Yeah, well played. This was the other three what I was talking about, and five. Okay, I did go straight, but very, very high. Not your normal flight. A little bit high and spinny. Setup looking good. Takeaway right on plane. Setting the club nicely. Just a smidgen short, I would say. We could probably go just a touch longer than that, or a touch higher with the hands would also work. Okay, shoulder plane's fine. There's the hip work. And then we just get a little bit underneath there. Okay, so a little bit underneath, a little bit inside. Obviously, we're trying to hit in that direction. So that's quite an acute angle of attack there. Okay, and you can see the hips are now stalling. Even though you're trying to use them, the hips are stalling to try and get the club back square to the golf ball. Okay, after that, I must say you did actually fire the hips and release the club beautifully. So just a touch of backswing work there. Just get that. We need that downswing a little more upright. So the easiest way, or a little bit more above the plane. So the easiest way is just to get the backswing a little bit more upright. So if we go a touch longer and just set the club here. Okay, and then do everything the same. Okay, then we shouldn't get underneath, and we should attack the ball a little bit more from the back of the ball. Okay, obviously it'll be about there, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, bodywork is way better, bro. The hips firing all the way through impact is looking a lot better. That's probably where the speed gain has come from. Hey, buddy. Okay, a lot of good stuff out there. Well done. Yeah, I mean, you know really what to do. You can see on the video there, it's our normal stuff. Little bit of swing playing, little bit of, sorry. Okay, little bit of synchronization, I would say, not even sequencing. Keep those hips going for longer. Okay, just stay in your posture a touch longer. Okay, when you get a little bit flat, hip stalls a little early, and then just slightly back out of it. Okay, with the posture. And that's the bad one. If we stay there a little right, a little thin, if we try to sand it with the hands, that's when we hit that little sort of drop kicky draw. I think there were three of them out there. Tee shot on 2, 15, and 10 not so much. 10 was more the wind than anything else. There was another one somewhere else. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I also thought short clubs can be a little bit better, pitching wedge, gap wedge. Okay, let's just be careful you're not standing too far from those clubs, so stand a little bit closer, a little more on top of it. Next time you practice, just force it a little bit, so stand too close, and just kind of see how it feels, and then just figure it out. If we stand too far, we tend to rotate the face too much. And with the short clubs, if you rotate the face too much, it's very hard to hit it accurately. And you sort of 8-iron and above, you're hitting beautifully. And then once you go into the round, your tee shot's really great. But those short clubs, you need anything close. And even that little pitch that you hit on 13, I just felt like you're standing a little too far away from it, with the club just sitting a little bit flat, and it just didn't come out correctly. So just little things like that. Same as the second shot of 14, a little too far away, a little bit inside. It's just a weak, from that distance, I expect you to hit it close. All right, so let's get a little bit closer, taller, more upright, not as much as this. Okay, and try and feel like we strike it better, and that face is as square as possible, and that will make the ball go as straight as possible. I know you like to hit straight, and especially with those short clubs. Okay, putting hugely improved, especially the short putts, much stiller over the ball, and that backswing is getting shorter for the short putts, so I'm very, very happy with that. You are definitely striking them much better. Okay, so I'm super happy with that. Well done, keep it up. Also made a couple of long ones, which is always great. Okay, nice bonus to have there. So that was really good. And then just a little bit tactically, 16 I don't mind so much. Getting driver there and trying it out, and I thought it was the right wind to try it out. Obviously by that stage, we had started to get a little bit flat, and we just lost that, you really had a good, real flush sound going in the middle part of the round, and then just towards the end, I felt getting a little bit flatter. Anyway, then on 17, okay, I hear what you're trying to say in terms of in three wood, and it is quite wide up there. But I felt like that was the one time not to do it, and that because it was downwind to a front flag. So you left yourself like a 40-meter shot with not a lot of green to work, with slightly elevated green to a front flag downhill. Downwind. So it was just such a tough shot. So that was the one you had to be smarter and lay back and try to do a fuller shot with some spin. So just little things like that. You can find a shot here and there. The rest in terms of negotiating the wind, I thought you did really well, but again in the middle of that round you were just a little bit unlucky. You were swinging so well. You were flushing it, and you just couple 5 long, that just got you in a little bit of trouble here and there, which was very unlucky. 10 and 11, 12, I know you made the putt on 12, but again, it was a bit long, and then 15 as well. I know a bit left, but also a bit long again, just kind of flushing it. So, yeah, just keep an eye on those. Other than that, just great stuff. A little bit of 3 would work for me, please. Definitely a little bit flat with that 3 wood. 9, 10, and not 11, 9, 10, and somewhere else. 9 off the deck, 11 off the tee. And there was another one, just a little bit flat. The one you hit on 17 was just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Second shot on 18, also absolutely perfect. So just get that posture, body position, swing playing a touch more upright, especially with the 3 wood, and then obviously very much so with the short irons. Okay, just little polishes here and there, all a lot of the same stuff. Overall, very, very well played.